Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to a brand new video. Today I will give you a guide to my complete trading strategy and I will give you my exact routine that I use in order to accomplish profitability. Before we get into the video, guys, it is almost Christmas, it is almost the new year and we got the 2,000 subscribers. I want to thank you guys for that and I want to thank you guys by giving away something. I want to give back and I want to make next year the year that I will give back the most. But let's start small right now and I want to give away 3 20k accounts. I was debating like 1 100k accounts or 3 20k accounts. I can make 3 people happy this way instead of 1, and 20k is still very nice if you ask me. So if you want to participate, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Instagram and join the Discord group. These 3 steps will be important and I will ask for proof if you did that. I want to grow the Instagram and the Discord group more the next year, so I think it is awesome if we can also create a community on those platforms. I know I have to be more active on those platforms in order to do that, but let's try and make this begin. So 3 20k accounts, I think they will be on my forex funds and this will just be nice for you guys to start the new year. Winners will be announced on the 31st of December on my Instagram account. Let's get into the video. Okay, so first of all, what I always do, I start with my top-down analysis. I'm going to make this video routine and strategy in one, so I'm going to tell you my routine while I'm working out my strategy. So first of all, we start with a top-down analysis and I do this in the morning. I do this before I start trading. As you guys know, I start trading from 9 AM where I live, Brussels time, and this is the London Open. So I start with my analysis at 8 AM. So let's go into the charts right now. And what do I mean with top-down analysis? If you guys don't know what top-down analysis is, it is basically when you start on a higher time frame and you work your way down. For example, we start on the weekly, we go to the daily, we go to the 4 hour, to the 1 hour, to the 15 minute, to the 5 minutes. I always start on the daily. If I have my bias for the week, I'm not going to start on the daily anymore because the bias is not going to change within 1 or 2 days. But it is always nice to see the bigger picture and to remember where the market is heading so that you can create your bias around that. So let's go into the market right now. If you guys have seen EU, I hope you listened to me and quit trading before it was too late, because as you can see, it was raging so much lately. Nonetheless, you could have still made a lot of good profits in here, but as I said earlier, it is not worth it. It's not worth your risk, it's not worth your time to be stuck in a ranging market like this, in my opinion anyways. So you have to go to the higher time frame and I always start on the daily. Let's go on EU, just where we are now. This will also be like a good analysis for you guys going to the next year, where I see EU heading and what we can expect. By the way, if my voice sounds weird, I was so sick lately. I'm still sick, but we have to get these videos out, man. We have to get these videos out. Okay, so as you can see, let's go to the weekly actually for now. Let's go to the weekly. This is like a market analysis and going into the next year. And as you can see right now, there are some things that I noticed immediately. So this is the weekly, and as you can see right now where my cursor, it is like 2014, so it is like a big time span. And EU was going down. EU have been going down for a lot of times. As you can see right now, when the end of the year is nearing, we are getting into an important zone, a very important zone. This is a support and resistance zone, a supply and demand zone, whatever you want to call it. This is a very important zone that price reacts to. Back in 2015, price came into this zone and it reacted to it. It reacted to it for, what is it, 160 pips? No, 1,000 pips. 1,000 pips reaction. Then it came back down, it reacted again, it came back down, it reacted again. Then in 2020, it came back down to this level. This was with the pandemic. It reacted to this same level again. Then we came back to this level in 2022, May of 2022, and we bursted through this level right here. Nothing too major. We also did this right here. But when we did this right here, in 2016, we went under this level, we came back above it, we used it as a support again, we came back above this zone to take liquidity, then we came back to this zone, once again, we created a higher low, and then we just went back up again. So the exact opposite happened here. We came underneath this level, we came back to this level, and we used it as resistance. Then we came back again underneath this level, we tested it once again, and we used it once again as resistance. So as you can see right here, we used it as support 2 times, and right here we used it as resistance 2 times. Then we went down, and now time has come that we are back to this level. So this is very important now. And remember, this is the weekly time frame. So every single candlestick is a weekly time frame. Every single candle is a week, a single week. Don't expect price to do this in 2 days. Of course, this is a time span of maybe 3 months. But what do I expect? I expect price to do this. This is scenario number 1. or I expect price to do this. It almost has to do one of the two. It's not 100% guaranteed, but I would say it is 90% guaranteed that it is going to do one of these two things. So if you see price breaking out of the zone, you see it retesting right here, it is a very good place to buy. If you see it doing this, it is an extremely good place to buy. Same thing for sells. So that's my very brief, short analysis. It can go either way from this level, but it is a very important level to notice. And as you can see, we had our first reaction right here last week with this wick. So let's go down to the daily. Now on the daily, we have a bit more specific data. So let's go back to this zone where we were in 2016. As you can see, price came to this level, reacted to it, came underneath this level, came back to the level, came back above this level, retested this level and used it as support again, came above this level to create a higher high and to take liquidity right here. Then it came back down to create a higher low, and then we shoot back up. What can we see that happened in 2022 May? We came underneath this level, we came back to this level and retested it. We came down to create a lower low, then we came back up, we retested this supply and demand zone, as you can see, very sneaky, and we took out this liquidity right here. Then we came back down again, we retested this level once again, it created a nice head and shoulders. If you guys are familiar with patterns, this was some very nice head and shoulders, and then we came back down. So I also want to see a very nice pattern right here on the daily. As you can see right now, we are exactly in the zone where we want to be. So are we going to react to it? Are we going to burst through it? We don't know. You never want to assume what price is going to do. You never want to assume what the market is going to do. You only watch and you only observe. So price can do this, something like that, or price can do this. Then stay aware. Price can do this and can still do this, right? It can still do this. But when this happens, we are most probably going short because you will have a market structure shift. Okay, then I go down to the 4 hour to see what is happening right now. Of course, we are consolidating, but it is purely because we're at the end of the year. We are in the zone, very important zone. So price collecting liquidity, and liquidity is not the highest right now because it's the end of the year. So it will take a while to do this. But when we're in January, we will see a lot of price movement up or down. And that's the thing with trading, guys. It is just a waiting game, and it is a very important waiting game. But use this analysis to make this year your year. And this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to wait, and if I see real price action, if I see clear direction, I will be going in fully, and I want to make this year my year. On the 4 hour, just the same. What can we see real quick? We see a fair value gap still here. Price is trading in there right now. What can we also see? Liquidity was taken out by this wick. This was a news event. What can we also see? Nothing too major, nothing too really important here. Still a fair value gap left on a certain time frame. Right now I'm just doing the analysis, and in a second I will show you what time frames to use if you're actively trading. But right now, the first thing you want to do when you start trading your day is to do your top-down analysis. You want to do that the day prior to your trading day, or you want the trading day itself before you start trading. Let's go down to the 1 hour. Nothing changed really. It is just like a waiting game right now, a consolidation zone. As you can see, this is our most deepest low, so liquidity will be underneath here. So most probably, if we see price coming down here, and it takes this out, we could see a reaction back up, maybe to here, maybe to above these highs, but I would like to see price take this low out. Okay, so this is my top-down analysis, what I do every single day when I start trading. Now, how do I use my time frames when I'm day trading? So as you guys know, I enter on the 5 minutes, but what do I also use in order to get successful trades? I use the 50 minutes and the 1 hour. So I use the 1 hour for my direction. I use the 1 hour for my overall market structure and overall market direction. So for an example, we're on the 1 hour right now. And as you can see right here, we took out these highs. We created a higher low, this low compared to this low. And this is on the 1 hour. Then we came back down. We created again a new higher high, came back down, new higher high, new higher high. So we are on an upward trend. We are on an upward momentum. We are in a bullish market. So what do I do when I see this? As you guys know, I trade London session. So this happened in New York session, the day prior to the London I will be trading. So let's go into the 50-minute right now. Let's just use that replay tool real quick. By the way, a mentee of mine found a new backtesting software that I'm loving at the moment. It is like TradingView, but it has everything that TradingView is missing. It has every flaw fix that TradingView has, and it is amazing. I will be testing it more going into the next year, and I will be abusing it. Literally, I will be using it so freaking much. and then I will let you know what my thoughts are. But right now, I'm really loving it. Let's get into this. Let's go to the 15-minute right now. So we have done our top-down analysis. What do we want to see now? We want to find the best area for our entry. So what do we take? We take everything that we need. This is our FIB tool, and the rule of mine is that price needs to be in a discount. So price needs to be below this level of the 0.5, and then it will be underneath equilibrium. So it will be in a discount. Everywhere in this box, I can potentially enter. But of course, this is a really big zone, so we need to specify this. As you can see right here, we have the 61.8 entry zone, and we have the 0.5. This is an order block. This is a 15-minute order block, maybe even a 1 hour. No, it's not a 1 hour order block, but maybe a 30 minutes. Anyways, this is an order block. And this is exactly in the zone. So let's just mark this zone. What do we want to do now? Do we want to enter when price comes to this level? No, we don't. Because that is called catching a falling knife. And you don't want to do that. You don't want to enter when price is coming to a level, because then you will be assuming again. And as I told you, we won't be assuming in the markets. So let's see what price is going to do. Okay, in this scenario, our entry zone did not get tapped. But what did happen now? We created a new low and we created a new high. This is not a higher high, but it doesn't have to be. This is your new swing high. So we do the same thing again. Our FIB tool up till here. Let's delete this one. This is our new level. Then we take our box. We put it at the same level right here. This is again an order block. And we have a fair value gap right now. So now we have two confluences, actually three. We have underneath equilibrium and above the 6.8. We have it aligning with an order block, and we have a fair value gap. So this is all for only our entry. Let's see what price is going to do. And now price has tapped our entry zone. Now we go down to the 5 minutes and we are going to search for our exact entry. Now our exact entry needs to break structure. So we need to break a swing high, that will be this one, and we need to take a fair value gap. Okay, the highs have been broken. Now, we don't have a fair value gap on the 5 minute, but we do have one on the, on the 3 actually. On the 4, no, on the 3 we do have one, and that is right here. So this will be our exact entry zone. This will also be in a discount. It is underneath the 50% of this impulse move of the bigger fair value gap, like this. Then you can put your entry. Let's see, I always like to use these rounder levels. 550, but there's a big stretch, so let's just use the beginning of this box. Put our stops underneath this wick. Or take profit will actually be above these highs, or we can actually target these highs, because as you can see, we are in the uptrend move. So the logical move from here is to take out these highs above here. I'm going to take equal highs. Let's see what price is going to do. It comes up and it taps our entry like really precisely. Damn. Let's go further. Let's take this out a bit. Yes. And take profit got smashed. Then this was a very sick entry. So this would be my trade of the day, and it was all planned because of higher time frame analysis. I planned this whole trade out with you guys, and it was perfectly executed. And this is the way that you need to trade. I want you guys to focus on getting 1 or 2 of these trades a week. Imagine it was like a 4.8, a 4.8 R trade. Let's say you risk 1%, you had 4.8%. You do this 1 time a week and your week is done. It is done. Some could say you do this 1 time a month and your month is done. This could bring food on your table for your whole family for a month. Let's say this is a 100k account. This is 4.8k. 4.8k. Let's say this is a 400k account. This is 20k. Just this one trade. Really simple. And I want you guys to get to a state of mind where you only focus on getting these trades. These textbook really simple trades like these. You don't have to force anything. You don't have to go short here. You don't have to go long here. You don't have to do this or that. Just focus on getting these textbook trades that are really simple like this. And this is basically how I trade. This is how I trade on a daily basis. As I said, I always try to trade London, but in this case, we didn't have a setup in London, but the setup was creating to be formed in New York. And in that case, I will be trading New York, always. I have the privilege of living in Europe when it comes to trading, where London starts at 9 AM, New York starts at 2 PM, It is just played out beautiful during the day. I don't have to wake up at night. It's just perfect. So it allows me to trade both of these sessions whenever I want. But that's the system that you guys need to create for yourself. Can you trade London? Is London during the night? Do you want to stay up during the night? It is whatever you want and whatever you can do. And let's say you can't trade London because it is during the night and you can't stay up for the night, or you don't want to stay up for the night, only trade New York and vice versa. Okay guys, this was the video. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you learned something. I think it was really informative, and I think I explained a lot of things in detail, how I trade and how my setup looks, how my go-to setup looks, how my entry looks, how my analysis looks like. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to leave a like down below. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye guys.